at Aldea Digital. And I'm so glad that so many of you came out to listen to the amazing revolution that is going on today in genetics. Really what I'd like to do here at the village today is just tell you a story. Just one story. But it's an amazing story. It's a story of science that has gone over now more than 35 years and taken us from some dreams that scientists had long ago, that we might be able to understand something, to go so much further than we ever imagined might be possible. And that even hints at what will be possible in the decades ahead. So if you will bear with me, I want to tell you a scientific story without having to use very complicated scientific words and assume you know all the details of science, but I still want to tell you about this amazing scientific story. It starts, if I can have the slides here. Oops. It's problem. Oh, hang on a second. Good. It's a story about the secrets of the human genome. The human genome, all of our genetic information, and how it affects all of us. This is my favorite picture here to describe the amazing differences between people in the world. It's a picture that was famous to American sports fans because that's Wilt Chamberlain, one of the most famous basketball players in the United States, and Willie Shoemaker, a horse jockey. He rode horses. And the picture to me speaks about the amazing differences in the heights and the weight and the skin color, but also of all the differences you don't see are risks of who might get diabetes and who might get Alzheimer's disease or who might get cancer. All of these differences between us. We want to understand as scientists and as people, what explains all the differences in appearance and in health? And we know, indeed we have known for most of the 20th century, that the differences are explained in significant part by the DNA in our cells, by the genome, by 3 billion letters of DNA information that resides in every one of our cells. But we couldn't read it. It was just a theoretical idea. We knew that it was there, but we couldn't even read one letter of it. And so in the 1980s, scientists had a dream that they might be able to someday read out all that information and understand the genetic code of our species. It's a very appropriate thing for a digital village to talk about this because, of course, that genetic code is a very digital code. It's 4 letters of DNA, not 2 bits of information in the computer, but essentially the same thing. The digital code of life. Now, to do